Great Women in Agriculture Network. This message is coming from the president of Women in Agriculture Network Life ND project in Delta State. Now, it has become important or necessary for me to explain what this network is all about because some people or some of our members are not yet aware or do not understand fully what the program is all about. Women in Agriculture Network, Wian, was established in August last year, 2023, to organize the women and to see how they can have women inclusion, especially in the agricultural sector. Where women, we understand that women are being undermined in the society, and as it affects agriculture too, they want to look at women's inclusion and how they can assist our women, especially farmers in our rural communities. To this end, the president has been working and has put a lot of things together to form a formidable group that will attract investors, that will attract grants, loans, and other palliatives or empowerment, not even only from Life ND but also from other organizations. Now, what we are doing, Women in Agriculture Network, in order to be able to have their members together in this network, they developed a form which is called the membership form and a card. That card and the membership form, every member is to register with that card with a sum of 500 naira only. That 500 naira is to produce the form and also to produce the card, which will be given to all members after you have filled the form with a serial number to identify every member of the network. That is one. Two, Women in Agriculture Network opened a cooperative with Delta State Ministry of um, Ministry of Commerce and Industry to establish a cooperative that this Women in Agriculture Network will work together or will be together as one umbrella cooperative under the Wian Multipurpose Cooperative Society. And they open an account with UBA, United Bank for Africa. Now, after filling this form and after paying your 500 naira for the form and the card, please do not pay anything more than 500 naira because the network is not going to extort money from any farmer of any sort. Now, I haven't done this membership card. Women in Agriculture Network registered with Corporate Affairs Commission, Wian Agroscience Limited. Now, this Wian Agroscience Limited is an income generating model designed to bring money or raise money for members. How do we achieve it? Every member should pay a minimum of 2,000 naira as a shareholder for your shareholding. That 2,000 naira is your money, your capital that you use to invest in the company, which is Wian Agroscience Limited. So that 2,000 naira, we'll use it to be executing contracts and jobs every year, and then the profit that comes from it, we will share it among everybody that contributed their 2,000 naira. Some people can contribute 10,000, some can contribute 5, some can contribute 20, depending on your capacity. So that money is shared amongst members. So every year you get profits, which is called dividend from that your money that you invested in the business, in the company name Wian Agroscience Limited. That is Women in Agriculture Network means Wian Agroscience Limited. And then in this Wian Agroscience Limited too, you are to do a savings account of a minimum of 500 naira. So if you start saving today, you are saving maybe 500 naira or 1,000 naira. If you save that money is your money. At the end of the year, you can request for your money, they give you your money. But that savings that you have in that in this women in agriculture network, that your savings of 500 naira, when it gets to a particular amount, maybe you have saved 500 naira and it gets up to 20,000, you can borrow 3 times of your savings, which is 20,000 naira into 3 places, which is 60,000. You can borrow it at an interest rate of 1% every month. So if you borrow 60,000 naira, you'll be paying 600 naira every month as interest. Meanwhile, that same money you are borrowing, the interest will still come back to you because they will now share the interest that the money you are borrowing will yield. That is it. So if you have a savings with Women in Agriculture Network, you have ability to borrow, and those who borrow, when they pay the interest is also given to the amount that you have also saved in the network. So every year you can get what? Interest on your savings from Women in Agriculture Network. And then Women in Agriculture Network also is doing what we call welfare package for all members. Now, this welfare package for all members is such that, God forbid a member dies. God forbid a member dies. Everybody must die, but we pray for long life. If you have lived 80 years, 90 years, 100 years, 120 years, and God calls you home, now the family of the deceased person, which is the family of the member that died, is giving a bereavement benefit, is giving a certain amount of money as a package to the deceased member's family, a sum of 100,000 naira. That is the welfare package for every member. If your member die, we will give them 100,000 naira. That is your family, your next of kin. Maybe those in the rural communities, our local government coordinator should explain to them what next of kin is. And then also, the family member of the deceased person can also bring a woman to replace the position of that member that died. That is one. Then, if you are a woman in agriculture network, you are a member of this network, God forbid your husband dies, the network will also give your family, give you as a bereavement benefit, the sum of 50,000 naira if your husband dies. God forbid we don't pray for death, but if it happens, they will give the deceased, will give the wife, that is you, if the person husband dies, they will give the member 50,000 naira. It is not only bad news we also be giving. If a member, like we have our youth member gets married, the member will be given the sum of 10,000 naira as a support for the marriage, and then they will come and also pay, they will come to your occasion to also grace the occasion with you. The same thing happens to the burial too. If a member dies, they will come and pay condolence visit, and they will give the family the bereavement benefit. Now, if also you as a member, your papa die or your mama die, they will give you, the network will give you 20,000 naira. If your mother dies, they will give you 20,000. If your papa dies, they'll give you 20,000. Okay, maybe you are a member, your papa don't die, your mama don't die. You understand? You now have an uncle that is like your father too to you. If the uncle dies, they will give you that same benefit like your father. If your auntie also dies, you will also get that 20,000 naira benefit. Say, like, because the person is acting like your mother. Those are the benefits. So these are the packages that are there. And then if you have a farm, and then in your farm, flood now carries your farm, will also come and give you, depending on the extent of the damage, they will also come and give you a benefit. That one has not been decided yet, but there is a benefit for that particular farmer that suffers such a natural disaster. But this particular one, you must ascertain too that this person suffered this kind of damage. So those are the things that we will benefit as a member on our own, as a member of this network, before Life ND will now give us anything they want to give us. I know that Life ND that came to establish Women in Agriculture Network has something good for Women in Agriculture Network before they came to establish it. Let us also remember that Women in Agriculture Network is in 9 states in Nigeria. 9 states in Nigeria. 6 are being handled by Life ND, while 3 of states are being handled by NDDC. So, for belonging, these are the benefits that you stand to gain as a member of the network. Now, how do we get all this money? You see this 200 naira you are paying as 200 naira levy. We use it to run expenses of the organization of Women in Agriculture Network, both at the national level, which is at the um, let's say Asaba here at the headquarters, and in your rural communities, like your local government coordinators, they move from one community to another community to come and hold meetings with you and do other things with you. So that 200 naira, they split it into 50-50%. As you pay it every month, they use it to be running affairs of your organization. Why at the national, we use it to also be running affairs of the organization. Meanwhile, all these bereavement benefits, all these benefits that you are going to get if your papa die, if your mama die, if a member die, if your farm spoil, if anything you marry, all those benefits you are going to get. We are still going to get part of the money from this to 200 naira you are contributing. And then bereavement levy, because it's much, a member is to pay 50 naira, 50 naira only. For if a member die, you go every member go contribute 50 naira only for this. When they gather, they will now go and give the family member at least 100,000 naira, because we are looking at about 2,000 members. So if everybody pay 50 naira, we could carry the money 100,000, go and give the bereaved family. So that is what you stand to gain, because I know that many people do not know what they want to gain. So they are very bothered. They are asking questions. What are we gaining? What are we gaining? What are we doing? So I want the local government coordinators to play this audio for them at our rural communities, especially all those our mama them, when not to dey understand English language, make it clear for them. And we can't dey do one thing. That thing that we are doing, we are saying that every member, we should have NIN, BVN, and your account, not an account when we dey open for UBA. Now, why we dey use UBA be this? Let me speak pidgin English so that they will understand. Why we dey use UBA be say, we dey use am because na bank wey e dey round different communities. E hard make you see say you no see UBA for one local government for inside Delta state, and na im IFAT too, Life ND, na im dem dey use. So na im make us dey use UBA. So even if you don get account with UBA before, you must open this account. This account na special account, na unified account. E be like the way dem get salary account. They go gather all the members and all the account. E dey for one wetin dem dey call spreadsheet. E go dey their database. As e dey their database, when we do this contract finish, we go carry the money, the profit we go transfer am put for the Women in Agriculture Multipurpose Cooperative Society. That main account wey we get with UBA, when dem pay the money, na UBA go come do transfer to everybody, so that dem no go talk say this one get or this one no get. Everybody wey be member of the network must get that money. So na the way wey e go be say every member get. Say this one no say e no reach my hand, or dem come share something, e no reach this one hand, e reach some people hand. We no want that one for this network, so that everybody dey equal for this network. Na because they open this account. So whether you don get UBA, you no get UBA before, that one no be issue. Open this particular savings account. This one, interest no dey dey. They go pay you interest. Then all those kind unnecessary say collect money from your account, collect money wey bank dey do, e no dey dey this apart from SMS account when you do. Or if you get ATM, then they beat you for your ATM. Or you get all those ones say pay other charges, e no dey for this particular account. My people, una don hear me o. Make una put hand together, make we succeed for this our Women in Agriculture. Thank you.